What's up everyone, Terrorquake here, and welcome on back to the Pokemon Glazed walkthrough. In the last episode, we officially became the champion of the Rancor region, meaning we're the champion of 3 different regions. In what other Pokemon games can you say that? But that means that we've done everything in the post-game aside from hunting down the legendaries, and as we've been talking about throughout the series, there are a bunch, and our little journey hunting these down starts today. Yeah, if I had to give it a guess, I would say maybe like there's at least 5 or 6 episodes, maybe more, in this walkthrough, so we still got some time. But right now we are going after Heatran. That's the first one we're going after. Really, it's because it's the first one in my little guide over here. So I am at the top of Johto's Victory Road, right before the Johto Pokemon League, because you're actually going to have to head back into the Johto Victory Road and find a Lance. So let's go ahead and get Max Repel sprayed, and I will show you how to get to him. You will need Dive and Surf and a Rock Climb, so keep that in mind. I was too lazy to bring someone from the PC, so I just gave my Dragonite Dive. Yeah, I had to get rid of Ice Beam, but I don't know, we're not really doing too many crazy battles anymore. It's mainly just going to be Legends, so I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, get back to the little icy puzzle part, then you can use Dive in these ladders, and you're going to want to surf to the top right of this section. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday, by the way. I think this is going up the day before Thanksgiving, so hey, hopefully y'all's Thanksgiving goes well, man. I'm sure I'll be having a good time. But yeah, back up here, up this ladder, you'll be, once you go down this little rock climb wall, and then up this ladder, you'll be back in the lava section. Don't know how long ago it was that we came through here. But then up here and back outside, Lance will be waiting for us. So yeah, this is going to get things started. He's going to actually ask you to meet him back in a Goldenrod City. So yeah, he's got a friend named Red at Mount Silver, and tells you about him, and he's gone. Now remember, you can't fly here in the Johto region, so we have to go all the way back around and use the stupid teleportation system. That is so annoying, bro. Like, nah, that just gets on my nerves. But yeah, Goldenrod City, and more specifically, I think you're going to want to make your way to the train station, is where you're going to want to be. So that's where we got to go. But yeah, today I think Heatran's the only legendary we're going after, but there's going to be some other things we do that kind of will help you get started on some more legendaries. Again, there are a ton. Of course, all of this stuff is optional. You don't have to hunt down any legendaries. It's also worth mentioning that I think some are available after you defeated the Tunon region, so the first Elite Four, and then some come available after you defeated the Johto Elite Four. I just decided to save all the legendaries until the end of this series. Alright, head back up here. We got to go through the ice puzzle again, and hopefully we'll be back. Now, once you meet up with a Lance and head to Mount Silver, you're going to need a rock climb. We've had that for a while now. I think Rhyperior is the one that has it. But yeah, just keep in mind, even though we're like hunting down legendaries in the post-game and stuff, you're still probably going to want HMs, which is pretty dang annoying. But yeah, let's take the teleporter. And where is the train station? I think it's this place right here, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the building next to the railroad, Terrorquake. My bad, bro. Context clues are hard. But here is Lance, and yeah, the conductor's like, I don't know, you know, no one's really going to Mount Silver that often. But you know, he agrees because we need to get there quickly. And yeah, it's a minecart. It's not a train, you know, not like a magnet train in this game. It's a minecart, bro. Like, what? So yeah, we are now in Mount Silver, and we got to go locate Red, apparently. Also, there's an item over there that we can't get. But yeah, Mount Silver is actually going to be where Heatran is. Now, I don't know if you do stuff with Red here, too. Maybe we do. Maybe there's a battle with him that I don't know about. That would be kind of crazy. So, I mean, hey, if there is, I'm the champion of 3 different regions, okay? I don't care. I can do this, man, all right? I can do this. But I do want to try to locate Heatran first. That is my goal. Now we can go down. I think that's the way you want to go. If you come back through this entrance, though, we're going to see the item we saw a second ago. It is a magnet. Gonna boost the power of electric type attacks. I mean, what's really the point of getting items like that this late in the game? I want to be finding like Ultra Balls and stuff, because I stocked up on a bunch of Ultra Balls, but I'm probably gonna be needing more after all these legendaries. I'll probably have to like find a way to make more money. And when I say that, I'll probably just give myself a bunch of rare candies and then sell the rare candies. But, you know, gotta get the money somehow, man. What can I say? Alright, keep using Rock Climb. Honestly, if we get to Lance and Red first, then we can do that first, too. Because, yeah, this is the only way to get to Mount Silver, I think, in this game. I don't think... Yeah, we definitely haven't been here. It's all, like, lava-filled and stuff in this game. Yeah, it was not like that in the Johto games, so maybe a volcano erupted or something. We are at the top right now. So, are we about to battle Red? Or is this where Heatran's gonna be? One of the two. One of the two is coming up. Either way, we're gonna get to both of them. Don't you worry. And yeah, it's Lance and Red. Yeah, Red's safe. Red's actually talking. Yeah, apparently the volcano erupted and Lance was worried that, like, Red got hurt. But there is Heatran. So, okay, they're literally both in the same spot. So I'm glad I went ahead and saved there. And Heatran, remember, he can talk to us. Oh my goodness, he's shooting fireballs at Red and Lance. Like, yo, what? So we gotta stop Heatran. So let's get straight into the battle, even though we're like 8 feet away from it. But yeah, it's gonna be level 75. So make sure you save before interacting with Lance and stuff. And I guess I'm gonna go for Rock Smash. I mean, I'm much higher leveled. I'm in 12 levels. That's not too bad. And let's see, I still have Thunder Wave on Luxray, so I think just weakening down the Pokemon and then going for Thunder Wave is going to be my strategy. Eruption, a really strong fire type attack that does more damage the more health it has, so watch out for that. Man, and that did like just around half, meaning I can't really attack it from here. Maybe, we got a defense drop though, so I don't even want to try for Rock Climb. I'm honestly just going to come in here with a Luxray. Eruption's not going to do nearly as much now that it's in the yellow. And probably just get off a Thunder Wave, I think. I will probably do... Ooh, it went for Heat Wave that time. Probably going to do some cuts for these legendary battles if I don't catch them in the first, like, couple of Pokeballs. But yeah, after this, I think we're going to be off to Azalea Town next. There's Eruption again. That might still kill from this range. I don't think all the legendaries are going to be level 75. This just happens to be what Heatran's level is. Yeah, time to just start chucking Ultra Balls. I have 92. I do have a Master Ball. I'm not going to use it on a Heatran, though. And, yeah, it can be pretty rough. I did sell some TMs that I just knew I wasn't going to use. So, it can be pretty rough, though, to, you know, have enough money to stock up on Ultra Balls. But I'm probably going to be sitting here for a while and throwing Ultra Balls. And, oh, hold on. Oh, come on, that would have been cool on the second attempt. Hey, there we go. I couldn't tell you how many times that thing shook, like 2 or 3 times. But we eventually got it, so there we go. Legendary number 1 on our legendary hunt. Not going to nickname it. He will spend the rest of his life in the PC. But there we go. We save Red and Lance. Red's like, hey, maybe we can battle soon. Red, you looking a little funny in this game, I can't lie. And we are back out to the train station. So yeah, kind of nice that you get teleported back. And Lance is going to head on home. So nice little side quest there to get yourself a Heatran. Alright, so as I said, next stop is going to be Azalea Town. There's going to be no legendary here, I don't think. But again, I think this is going to activate some stuff that you know, you're going to need for some legendaries later on down the road. Or if it doesn't, then I'm just a big dumb idiot. I'll show it anyways, though. You know, I'll show the wins and I'll show my losses, too. Or maybe there is a legendary down here and my guide just, like, isn't saying it. That could be it, too. But yeah, I think I went through about 15 Ultra Balls there, so already not off to a good pace. And, okay, I guess we never came through this area. Yo, what? Randomly getting stopped by this hiker? Yeah, that caught me off guard. Yeah, bro's gonna be level 61 because Johto was a while ago. How did we get to Azalea? You know what? We never did. Did we ever come through Azalea Town and like go east through the Union Cave and then up to Violet City? I don't think we did. Because I'm pretty sure what we did is we came down to Azalea Town, but then we, like, went back to Goldenrod City. So, I don't know if we've really explored, like, much of this area. So maybe I show this off for the rest of this video. I'm not too sure. Or maybe I just add it into the next episode. Because, yeah, none of these trainers are going to be battled. So, let's just do what I was going to do anyways in this video. And then, hey, this is a walkthrough after all. I want to cover as much as I can. So, I will, we can do, like, Route 32, I think it is. That's north of here. We can do that in the next episode. Because we're also going to be making our way back to, like, the Team Fusion headquarters. Or something like that in the next video. Yeah, just when you thought all the evil team shenanigans were over with, nah, not yet. But I don't think it's anything too crazy. Alright, well, good chance for Scribbles to get out here with all of these ground and rock types. But yeah, where do we want to go inside of Union Cave? I think we want to go down to some of the lower floors. Or upper floors, one of the two. And there's going to be a little, I guess you could call it, puzzle to do coming up. It reminds you of one of those, like, random things you would have to do with, like, the Reggies in the Hoenn games. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem too difficult, though. And I don't think it's one of the ones where you have to, like, sit in the middle of the room for 5 minutes or something stupid. You know, nowadays with people's attention spans, I don't know, people may struggle to do that. Or they'll probably just, like, open up Instagram Reels and scroll through those while they're sitting there. Alright, moving on along. There's a ladder right here. There's also a ladder down here. We're going to take this ladder down here first. I mean, again, we might as well check out the entirety of the Union Cave while I'm here. Since, yeah, I kind of just forgot about this whole section of Johto. But it's just because you didn't really have to come through here when going through the region, I guess. Alright, another Max Repel. I think in the regular Johto games, this is where you'd come down to get, like, Lapras or something like that. Probably going to be some items down here. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's trainers, too, like this kid. What am I doing this far down? What are you doing this far down? I know you're not strong enough. You look like a school kid, bro. You should be in school right now. You know? But they hardly even have, like, Pokemon, or, sorry, school in the Pokemon world. I was about to say Pokemon in the school world. That would not make sense. And I'm just giving this thing a Rock Blast because I honestly can't remember if Porygon Z gets Levitate. It might, but I feel like it gets some other, like, random ability, so I don't really know. Either way, down it goes. I mean, yeah, that's the one bright side about this, is all these trainers are going to be a piece of cake since I'm over-leveled for this section. But, man, I mean, look at us taking down trainers and still only getting, like, 400 Pokédollars. That's where the whole money problem in this game stems from. The trainers just do not give you enough money. And there is an Ultra Ball. Perfect, I'll take that. Okay, that's a glitch. It's just not disappearing, I guess. We do have it, though, I'm pretty sure. Because it wasn't letting me hit A on it again. I don't think we've seen that before in this game, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, went ahead and took down the last two trainers down here. That dude had a Conkeldurr, Girder, and Machamp. This other guy had a Floatzel and a Garchomp over here. And yeah, this last little pond, let me just make sure there's not anything down here. Heck, maybe there still is a Lapras. Nope. Looks like all the Lapras are officially extinct. You hate to see it. That does remind me, I remember seeing a post a while ago from someone who admitted, like, when they were younger, they saw Lapras's Pokédex entries, and it said how it was, like, you know, an endangered species, and it was, like, about to go extinct, so I'm pretty sure they said they, like, bred a lot of Laprases and then released them into the wild. That's pretty wholesome and funny. Alright, let's go down this ladder. I can't remember which path it is until we get to the room where I need to go, but we'll figure it out eventually. No big deal. Another blank CD. Those items are just items that I have not been using this whole time. We can surf up this way. Usually this would take you to, like, the Ruins of Alph. So it's time to find out if it's going to do the same here. I guess we're going to see. Do I have interest in archaeology? Nah. I kind of like paleontology, though. Like, you know, dinosaur fossils. Those things are pretty cool, I guess. But archaeology is more like, what is archaeology? That's like more just, I don't know, artifacts in general. So, you can miss me with that, man, alright? You can miss me with all of that. Scribbles, get back out here. We got a water and rock type to deal with. But yeah, I think, honestly, I think it might be more towards the north side of the cave where we want to go for now. So we may not be getting there until the end of the episode. Or maybe it's down the way I'm going right now. That's the fun part about it, you never know. It's just going to be a surprise to all of us, alright? In life, you don't have to have every little thing planned out, okay? You can take your time sometimes. Alright, is this going to take us back out to the ruins of Alf? I'm not really going to bother with the ruins of Alf, I just want to see. Yes, it does, so I am not going to be hopping over any of those ledges. And I have to, though, because... Are you kidding? Because this boulder blocks our path back this way. Oh my... I wish I would have never. Oh, that was annoying, but, yeah, that other path that was above us just led us to another section of the ruins of Alf. So nothing too crazy. Went ahead and fought this guy. He had a Bray Loom, and down here's a pretty well-hidden item. TM for Psychic. You really thought you could, okay, I guess all of the items in this cave are glitched, by the way. But yeah, they really thought they were going to be able to hide that from me. Nah, I sniffed that one out, okay? That was like my sixth sense going off. Actually, last week I just had a moment in a horror game where I could tell a jump scare was about to happen. I told my chat, hey, sixth sense, I know it's coming. And guess what? Like 10 seconds later, jump scare. Bam. I've played enough horror games. You sorta just get the feeling, right? Alright, Lucario, unfortunately for you, you are part steel. So you're going down, bucko. And, Conkelder. We'll send out King Boo. But yeah, I don't really know what my plans are for Thanksgiving yet. I mean, you know, every few years we'll have like a big family get-together, I think. But other than that, I feel like it's kind of just... Either usually we'll do it by ourselves or we're kind of just play it by ear. I don't know. So, who knows what we're going to be doing. I mean, all I really care about is, hey man, I'll just be spending time with my parents and stuff, my brother. And I don't got to worry about any college work during the break. So that's nice. Okay, one more hiker over here. And then I think this water right here might be what you want to surf down. We're going to find out. Unless my guide is lying to me, which it has before. But I know we got to do something in here. So I'm definitely going to make sure to cover that before the end of this episode. Let's see. You know what I just realized? It's literally where I was. No, that's where it is. It's where I was, where the strength boulder was. We were there, and then I thought, oh man. So it does kind of have to do with the ruins of Alf. I thought it was like a room back here in the Union Cave. Whatever. All that matters is we defeated the trainers here. Is there actually... Yeah, okay, there's nothing there. Alright, so, hey, let's actually, you know, let me actually go the right way this time. At least we got done with all the trainers. Next episode, we'll definitely go through Route 32. And... did we go into the Slowpoke well either? I don't know. I'll check that out. But yeah, we'll definitely go through Route 32 and then hopefully try to continue some of the other legendary stuff because that's what I'm trying to, you know, focus on with this last part of this series. Alright, so hop down this ledge. Don't hop down the second one. And you're going to want to go into this building. Now, skip the little hole in the middle and you can interact with this stuff on the back. Now, if you can't read Braille, don't worry. You're going to want to walk counterclockwise on every single outside tile of the room. And then I think that's going to open something up. So this is what I was talking about earlier, where it feels like one of those weird Reggie puzzles. And there we go. The door opens up, so we can head on inside and hit a little switch on the ground. That's going to cause something to shake, and something rumbled very far away. So yeah, you can kind of see what I meant by like, hey, this sort of activates something for the future. For now, though, that'll do it for this episode. Next time, we're continuing our legendary hunt and checking out some of these forgotten areas of the Johto region. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your Wednesday, and until then, deuces.